When Americans think of Abraham Lincoln, we picture a giant carved in marble, the stoic leader on the $5 bill, the guy who saved the Union and freed millions of enslaved people without ever flinching. But the real Abraham Lincoln, he was a backcountry kid with less than a year of formal schooling, an elite wrestler who once took down an entire neighborhood gang, and a man haunted by profound tragedy long before he ever set foot in the White House. He wasn't born a legend. He was forged in failure, grief, and the brutal reality of a nation tearing itself apart. This is the story of America's 16th president and how a self-taught frontier lawyer saved the United States. Born in a dirt-floor log cabin in Kentucky in 1809, Lincoln's early life was brutal. He lost his mother to milk sickness when he was just 9, and his father expected him to spend his days doing hard manual labor chopping trees and splitting rails. But Abe wanted a different life. He read every book he could get his hands on, often walking miles just to borrow a single volume. By his 20s, Lincoln landed in New Salem, Illinois. Standing 6'4", he gained respect the old-fashioned way, by wrestling the local bully, Jack Armstrong, and earning the gang's lifelong loyalty. He tried everything, running a general store, working as a postmaster, surveying land. When his general store failed, leaving him buried in debt, he didn't flee or declare bankruptcy. He paid off every penny over years, earning a nickname that stuck forever, Honest Abe. He taught himself law, passed the bar, and launched a political career in the Illinois House of Representatives. But his biggest fight was still ahead. By the 1850s, the United States was a powder keg, ripped apart by the institution of slavery. Lincoln believed slavery was a moral outrage, famously declaring in 1858, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." That message launched him into the national spotlight during his famous debates against Stephen A. Douglas. Lincoln lost that Senate race, but his intellect, sharp humor, and fiery speeches won him the newly formed Republican Party's presidential nomination in 1860. On November 6, 1860, Lincoln was elected President of the United States. But before he could even take the oath of office in March 1861, 7 southern states seceded from the Union. By the time he stepped up to deliver his inauguration, the nation was split in two. Just weeks later, Confederate cannons opened fire on Fort Sumter. The American Civil War had begun. Lincoln inherited a war no one was prepared for. The Union Army suffered crushing early defeats, and Lincoln faced relentless political attacks from all sides. Some called him a tyrant, others a weakling. On top of that, personal tragedy struck the White House when his 11-year-old son Willie died of typhoid fever in 1862. Yet, under unimaginable pressure, Lincoln transformed the war. On January 1, 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation. It wasn't just a military move. It shifted the moral arc of the war. The fight was no longer just about preserving territory. It was a battle for human freedom. Later that year, at the bloody battlefield of Gettysburg, Lincoln delivered a 272-word speech in just 2 minutes. The Gettysburg Address redefined American democracy, reminding the world that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Lincoln rallied the nation, appointed General Ulysses S. Grant to command the Union military, and pushed through the 13th Amendment to permanently abolish slavery across the country. On April 9, 1865, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered at Appomattox. The war was over, the Union survived, but the victory was short-lived. Just 5 days later, on Good Friday, April 14, 1865, Lincoln attended a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer, slipped into the presidential box and shot Lincoln in the head. Abraham Lincoln passed away early the next morning. He was 56 years old. Secretary of War Edwin Stanton famously said at Lincoln's deathbed, "Now he belongs to the ages." Lincoln's story isn't just about political brilliance. It's about grit, empathy, and an unshakable belief that a country built on freedom was worth saving at any cost. He entered the presidency as a country lawyer and left it as America's greatest leader. What's your favorite quote or story about Abraham Lincoln? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more history stories. Thanks for watching.